Hey everybody, it's Rydo, and we are back for more Hearthstone. We are playing on the release day of Goblins vs. Gnomes. We had 3 quests, we got 2 quests done. We need to get one more win between a Druid and a Rogue, and one additional win between any character whatsoever. That's what we're going to be doing. I had the thought in the previous episode where we were going to make episodes uneven from now on. I'm haven't had a lot of time, maybe just a few minutes to think about that thought some more, and it still sounds good to me. So the way it's gonna work is first recording in a
Valyria versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Watch your back.
this is kind of complicated. How do I explain this? Everything that is causing it to be so complicated is this. If you clear out all 3 of the quests, you have 3 days in which you'll have 3 quests back, and
Hello.
that's how I want it to play. I want to have,
The pleasure is mine.
I want to have some breaks between my play. Though that doesn't mean there will be breaks in the recording, because I have a backlog and I want to keep a backlog. So the only time you won't see episodes are on the weekends at the moment. So Monday through Friday, Hearthstone episodes are gonna be closer to 30 minutes than an hour, except for the marathon episode. And so the way it's gonna work is I'm gonna play 3 games for the first recording, and then for the next recording I'm going to play 3 more games, and then that ends those 2 recordings. If in those 6 games or so, it's not going to be a super hard 3. If I feel like playing one more, I'll play one more, but we're going to try to stick to 3 for the first and second recording. And more than likely, all of those recordings, all the recordings are going to be done in the same day. Because if I don't do all the recordings in the same day, then I will unlock yet another quest if I've beaten any of the quests before. And thus, I would have to continue to play to achieve my goal of having all the quests gone and getting a 3-day break. So, ideally, I want to get all the quests done in one day, so then I have a 3-day break always. If I don't get it all done in one day, then I'm going to have to work 2 days to get a 3-day break. If I don't get it done in 2 days, I have to work 3 days to get a 3-day break. And you see how that just would go on and on and on. And there would be... it would just cause me to play more than I'd prefer to. So, on that thought,
We must cleanse the
to
Sunwell.
make sure that I get all of the quests done in one day, we are now playing the marathon episode. Basically, that means this episode is not limited to the 3 games. This episode doesn't really end until I get all the quests done, or I just am tired of playing and give up. So, it's a make it or break it situation. Hopefully I get all the quests done in this episode. Well, that's a new sound. Freeze any character that damages this minion. This is a mage character. Definitely would have him in my deck if I was playing a frozen deck.
push forward.
So this guy gives both players a spare part. Spare parts are small 1 mana things. I'm explaining the cards as I'm learning the cards. Here's the new side art if you haven't seen it already. You should have seen it already. I've showed this in my emergency pre-launch video. I showed this in the previous videos. So if you are watching this episode out of order for some reason, I don't know exactly why you're doing that. Alright, so I have 7. I can put him out. I could put this out, but I want to put him out. And then I want to bring this guy back. Might as well. I'm not going to attack with him. Might as well attack with him. End the turn. If only I had more spell cards that this would actually be useful on. Need to fix all my custom decks. Need to rebuild them. That's what I'm thinking. All mechs cost less, one less. That's a pretty good card. If I want to play in the 3-day period in which I haven't unlocked all of the 3 more quests, those are going to be the times in which I'm going to do like deck building episodes. Just maybe an entire episode where we just look over all the cards and think about new strategies. I kind of need to have an idea already in my mind. Whenever your opponent casts a spell, gain +1 attack. Alright, well, that's not going to help this guy any. But this guy's going to die. If I throw this out, though,
Here we go.
attack him.
We must
Throw him
cleanse
out.
the Sunwell.
And attack him. Little complicated play there, but it cleared the board for me. Yep. So I may do entire episodes as a 4th recording in the chain of recordings. But remember, the chain restarts 3 days after I clear all the quests. This is Matter Bomber. We had a card called Mad Bomber that did like 3 random damage. Matter Bomber costs more, does 6 random damage.
Here we go.
See, I could attack him, but there's no real. I have more mana here than I really can use.
May my ancestors watch over Trogzor. Trogzor.
What does this one do? When your opponent casts a spell, gain 2 attack. Interesting. Deal 2 cards and 2 damage and draw a card. Well,
Here we go.
need to deal 2 damage and draw a card. I can't really do it without making him stronger. I really don't know how to solve this problem. I guess the best thing to do is just end my turn. He's got 8 on the board already. I'd really like for him to surrender right now. He has no reason to do that. But it would be funny if he did. Hoping for victories quick. Don't want marathon
Embrace the
things to
light.
actually become marathons. Getting +4 health for it, just having it secret. Very powerful card to have in your deck. So he has 9. He's showing more. What else can I do? Just kill this guy. I mean, just kill this guy. So he's got 7 now. I mean, can't even do anything. I've totally blown this. Let's go ahead. Do this. Do this. Give him the 9.
Here
Let him
we
win.
go.
Don't do that very often, but why give him another turn to play? Let's just end on our own terms. Just be like, I played all my cards, and that was the solution I picked. Suicide by my own hand. At the very least, you don't get the satisfaction.
Malfurion versus Gul'dan.
That a gold version?
Your soul shall be mine. I must protect the
It
wild.
is. How can you be a level 20 gold version player? What is going on there? He must have just not been playing at all. I mean, look at his cards. He's a full gold version player. This is a challenge. I would like to beat this guy really well. I really would like to beat him. How can you be level 20 and have golden on your hero? To get golden requires you to have 500 wins. So how do you have 500 wins and then you're at level 20? Did you get 500 wins and not play the game for a year? Did you cheat? Is this some kind of hack? So, of course he doesn't have a golden version of the new characters, but I want to see every single one of his old characters too. Just gonna go ahead and sacrifice that guy. This is very strange to me. He's playing the original cards, not even playing a theme. This is what you get just by that.
Powering up. Portals online.
For a little while, I pack a big punch.
This guy gets +1 attack at the start of each turn. Not just his turn, not just my turn, both turns.
I hope you like my invention.
So, gonna get rid of him quickly.
For the wild.
He's not playing anything super complicated yet, but I'm sure he's working his way up there. I think he is. It's just crazy. I don't think I've even seen a golden version of. And this is the Warlock too. Warlock's not that common of a character played, although the upper level people do play pretty much everything with
Ready to ride.
So just go ahead and
My steel.
kill this guy. Put this.
Oh, if you're sure.
I love that
For
sound
the
bit.
wild.
Oh, for sure. It's kind of like you just told this character to kill somebody. And that's exactly what you did say. And that's exactly the kind of response I want. If anybody is my minion, I want them to just laugh maniacally and be giddy with glee when I tell them to murder somebody. Like it was their lifetime goal that they finally get to achieve.
Job's done.
I'm still ahead of him. He's got the upper hand. He's using life tap. Life tap. Never really like it as a ability. He's getting 2 of every card really close. It's a little questionable there. But, you know, this card's gonna help me.
For the wild. Job's done.
I don't know if he's really gonna play any weapons, so these 2 acidic slimes are not really gonna be useful. I mean, he's wearing himself down more than I am. So let's see. Bring this guy out. We bring this guy out and we can't do anymore. So I want to do this and I want to do this. We'll go ahead,
For the wild.
take 1 damage to get rid of this divine
Job's
shield.
done.
What is this called? The Anoriotron? Yeah, it'd be pretty annoying
Something needs
to
tinkering.
have taunt and divine shield and a 1-2. 1-2's not that powerful. Let's see. 2 plus attack while you have a mech. I believe this guy's a mech. So, let's see. Let's power this
We
guy up.
must cleanse the Sunwell. We must cleanse the Sunwell.
We really need to cleanse that Sunwell. I've been saying it for years. We gotta cleanse the Sunwell.
For the wilds.
So these guys don't have that +2 anymore. Killed their mech friend. This guy needs to go next turn. See, whenever your minion, you summon a minion with Death Rattle. Haven't seen him play Death Rattle cards. It's gonna do 3 damage. Oh well. These guys, this Ooze and this guy can kill these 2. This guy will kill this guy. Return that guy to the hand. I don't even know what he's trying to do there. What the strategy of returning him was, just to get him more life. That says 6/6, I believe. I'm just not certain. Sitting too far away from the screen. Hopefully this doesn't kill this guy. I want him to survive. Yes, he survived. He's got 2.
For the wild.
Why am I trouncing this guy? He, by all rights, should pull out something that just some strategy now that decimates me or does more than 10% damage, which decimates means 1 in 10 being killed. I'm not seeing the strategy quite yet. He's down to 11 health. Let's see.
For the wilds. Job done.
This is ridiculous. He's down to 3. If he does life tap, he'll be down to 1. It'd be really hard for me not to win. I call shenanigans. I'm calling shenanigans on this gold character. I think he cheated. I think he used some kind of cheatery program that got him 500 wins by him not actually playing. How he achieved that, who knows? I know that it seems like there are programs I've heard about that will claim to do that. It would explain all the bots if that's how they got the 500 wins, is by using bots. Anyways, he surrenders. Cheat, cheat, cheat. Cheater, 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 pumpkin eater. Is what I say to him. Because he did not deserve that call. I saw nothing in his play that says he would ever get 500 wins. I saw nothing in his play that said he deserved to be gold. Remember, I have 251 wins on Mage, and that's after a year playing. So maybe that guy's been playing for 2.5 years every day and just still sucks. If I want to be charitable, maybe that's true of that guy. But I think I'm calling shenanigans. I'm calling cheaters. That's my theory. I have no evidence to that fact. You cannot sue me for saying anything I just said.
Jaina
So
versus
we don't have to
Anduin.
play between Druid and Rogue anymore.
Light shall
We're going
bring victory.
straight to
You
our
asked for it.
Mage player. The deck that is the best deck I have at the moment. I got the card I wanted to start off with.
Job done.
Would have been nice for a Wisp. We've got a two second turn options and 1/3 turn option that we with the raid leader. If we need to, we can use this on the second turn also.
What to do? What to do?
The way I could tell that guy was gold, by the way, since I didn't really explain it, he had a different animation. Oh no, did my network mess up again? Shoot. I gotta freaking look at the clock when I record these things. Ah. What time is it? Yes, it is that time when my network resets every day and will lose me connection. The only hope we can have here is that it will reset fast enough that it can reconnect with the newest version being released of the client. Okay, it says it's reconnecting, so maybe I'll get back in the game. He'll be like 5 turns ahead because the game did not stop for him. All he saw for that time was me sitting here not clicking in turn. Well,
Thank you.
let's see. Well, here's interesting.
Time runs out on me.
So I'm back in the game. We're on turn 3. I missed my turn 2. I played the wrong cards because I was flustered by it.
Your magic shall not
Probably
cease.
need to go into my network settings and tell it to reset at a different time. That would make all the sense in the world, and yet I haven't done it. But in honesty, I put the time it reset to be about bedtime for me. That way, if I was browsing the internet or something, I would get a reminder it's time to turn it off and go to sleep. It has not worked once at all. It's been doing this been resetting for years and years and years. Has never convinced me once to do anything other than just sit there, let it reset, and continue with my business that I'm doing. So, I'll make special effort to go and change that time. We won't have another episode where I have to talk about that. This guy is silenced, so he can attack now. Let's see, deal 3 damage and freeze it. Could have played this guy and dealt 4 damage, but don't have that liberty at the moment. So how am I going to get rid of this 4/5? I really don't have the attack to get rid of him. If we race for the face, he's definitely going to win. I need to draw a card that will do something more than just freeze him. Well, I got 6 here, so we'll do this. Do this. And do this.
Job done.
Now, if he attacks me with the 4/5, he'll still have 1. But here's what we wanted.
Job done.
Now if he attacks with either one of these guys, he puts him in the danger zone of being killed next turn by my spell. But he can just hit my face for 6, which would be the right move. Notice here, when you lose the network connection, it does not bring up the information as far as the names. It just says unknown. That's fine. After this game, they very well might log me out of Hearthstone completely. Would really like to win this game. Then we'd be done with all the...
Not quite what was planned.
I'm master of magics.
You stole my wisp. I'm not happy about that. If after you cast a spell, deal 1 damage to all. That would be great if you cast a spell like twice and kill those guys. What kind of spell is the healer gonna cast that needs spell damage plus 1? Interesting question. You're certainly building up
Are you ready for this?
something that indicates he's gonna cast a spell. But I'm just gonna hit this guy for 1. And then if he casts a spell, he now knows he has to kill his own guy or waste 2 mana to heal him up and cast a spell. That might have actually messed up his strategy more than it should have.
I wonder.
Not coming out very well here with this run.
My apologies.
He's apologizing for winning. Never apologize for winning. He played fair. He played pretty good. He deserves this victory. And I as much deserve it as well. Okay, so I've lost connection. Thus, I've got to restart Hearthstone. Screen should just go black for a second. Um, this is all my network's fault, not Hearthstone's fault. Hearthstone did have a little bit of trouble launching earlier today, but that was, it got locked up right at this screen. It didn't have any other trouble.
Weather out there? Oh, at least it's warm in here.
The shop is closed right now because they're having trouble, I'm sure. Hopefully you can actually see the screen. And let me run up and check my software, because since I closed the program and restarted the program, it should still be showing screen, but maybe it's not. Let's see.
Jaina versus Jaina.
You asked
Yep.
for it.
Software is still
Tear
working.
you apart.
That would be really dumb if you had to sit here and listen to me talk and you could not see the screen. It's these little errors in trying to record all this stuff that can really screw me over and ruin hours and hours of recordings. Making one mistake can just flush an entire 4 hours worth of recordings down the toilet. I mean, there is an unlimited capacity for failure, really. The scenario exists. It is a possibility. I do something wrong, it formats the hard drive, it deletes all recordings on the hard drive. I do something wrong, I get rid of my YouTube account, it would unlocks out or deletes all my videos. All
What
those
to
things
do?
are possibilities.
What to do?
And that's not even thinking legal paths of failure, like getting sued or something like that. Deal 2 damage to all that spilled floor. Just go ahead and get it. Maybe this wasn't the smartest thing to do, but we'll see, She's gonna use a spell to kill this guy, and then these are gonna be back down to 0. I'm not gonna have them back up to +1 until the 4th turn at least, but she's got no enemies really, so I guess I have time to spare.
I wonder.
Third turn, play this. He'll probably use a spell this turn to kill this one now. Or fireballs. Fire blast. Why is it not called fireball? That is an interesting thought. Why fire blast and not fireball? If anything, this is a ball, not a blast. Doing 1 damage.
What to do? What to do?
Would they come out with new characters that would change this to fireball and it does 2 damage? That would be cool. I mean, I said in a previous episode they should really come out with 9 new characters. Just figure out a way to have 9 new characters. I suggested at that time, why not do just a male version for every female character and a female version for every male character, just to be even. But instead of that, another thought I'm having is, what if they just made advanced mage? What if once you got something to level 60, the max level on mage, you could then trade it up to advanced mage, then 2 mana to do
Embrace
2
the
damage.
light.
It wouldn't
Bring me
really,
steel.
it would change the balance, but not by a lot, to have an advanced mage. Advanced mage with whole new sets of cards that was specially for advanced mage, and I don't know. I kind of like this thought. But maybe they just go with the advanced theme all throughout it. So they would go casual, ranked, advanced, ranked. So only advanced characters could even play on that. They would go on the arena, it would be an advanced arena. But that would give them a whole room to make a new set of characters. And on top of that, if you're going to do advanced,
I wonder.
you could probably then do experts too. You could do advanced, you could do an expert level on top of that. So say the advanced has to get 120 levels to get up to expert. And then the expert has to do like 240 levels to max out. You could even go the other direction, and instead of doing advanced, you could do apprentice and have more of a kiddie league going on for like younger, less experienced players. Let's see. Add all the spells right there.
Crush. No, smash. Job done.
Have a good chance here of winning. This could be our last episode if we win. There's really not a lot of reason to play anymore. If we get this last quest done, we'll be done. What is the first item it gives you? It looks like it's always configured for this, and so it always gives you a red gem. But when you change these things, well, some of these things change it, I know, because I got different items out of it. Yep.
Crush. No, smash. Job's done.
He's gonna have to think of something really fast. Otherwise, he's just gonna get a laser to the face. Boom! To your face, right there. Another to your face, right there. Another to your face, right there. Suffice it to say,
What to do?
I like the little sound effect. To the face. I don't think he can do much of anything to win at this point. Interesting sound effects here.
Get in there and fight.
As you can see, it's kind of,
One shot.
he's taking a while, doing the best he can,
I'm sorry.
trying to save his butt. Let's see.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Still want to play conservatively. Don't want to just try and beat him by doing a fire blast to his face 12 turns. We'll never win that way. That was a lucky move here. because he's used his golden sheep here. He's got the golden version of the sheep. Must have won that in a pack at some point. I don't think anybody would spend dust to get a golden version of the sheep. Does not make any sense. I was waiting for this. We may have Thaddeus finish off this game for us. If he had used the sheep and killed him, I probably couldn't get Thaddeus. Unless he has another sheep or a hex or something that's going to transform Fugan and not just kill him, then we should be
What to
fine.
do? What to do?
The gates are open.
Now, if he is transformed, has he died? Interesting thought. I think he probably hasn't. The way the world's so done. I think it's if either one of these are transformed, I think that knocks us out of getting Thaddeus. He's got a 4, he could kill this guy or this guy. Either way, doesn't really matter. He can kill both of them, and if he doesn't understand what these cards do, he will do that. He will take this, kill this guy, use a spell, kill this guy. And then I'll have a Thaddeus ready to attack next turn, and I'll have a Fire Blast to do 1 damage to defeat him. Maybe he'll see all that and just quit now. One little problem with using a card that kills multiple people. In the case of Thaddeus, both triggers activated at the same time. So instead of getting 1 Thaddeus, I now have 2. I've never been able to get it up to like a triple Thaddeus, but there is a card out there, so put that out there. Let's see. Down the 1. Sadly, I used up all my mana. If I just had 2 more, game would be over. You die now. Always a good battle cry.
You win.
I wonder if anybody ever actually listens to Thaddeus. He is a pretty intimidating guy. I'm sure there are a few creatures that just say, okay, and lie down and die peacefully. Okay, so just like that, we have finished our quests. So that gives me a break in my time to not play if I don't want to, which I probably won't want to. Or if I do want to play, I'm going to come back and work on, let's see, which guy's level is the lowest. Here. Heroes lowest. Obviously the mage is the highest, it has 54. Shaman 27, Druid 26, Paladin 27, Warlock 26, Hunter 24, Warrior 26, Rogue 28, Priest 26. So Hunter would be the next. If I feel like coming back and playing before the next 3 days in my time, no break in your time, I will come back and make a better Hunter deck. I'm gonna think about that, see what cards I could really use, see if I have an idea. But until then, that's gonna be it. This is the first marathon recording. It works for the most part, save a little bit of network issues. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Possibly we'll do an arena run next time. I don't see a lot of reason not to. We got our 150 back just by doing these 3 quests. So why not do another arena run next recording? Next recording unless I decide to have a in-between recording. So, like, share, and subscribe again. Even if you already have done it, do it again. Actually, don't do that, because if you click the subscribe button a second time, you just unsubscribe, which probably hurts me. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good evening.